All right. Well, this is the Jeep Life podcast, and we're doing the live section. Before we kick off, I am Jeep and Terry, and I am in Moab at EJS, and I am waiting for people to come on. And I'm going to go ahead and state it right now. We are out in the middle of Moab. I'm looking. You can see behind me the LaSalle Mountains. You're going to hear Jeeps and stuff pull in behind me, as this is our condo area, and there are tons of people that have rented out condos and are moving in today. I think some people have been around for a while. We got in a couple days ago. With Troy, what's happening, Mike? And I know today's episode is going to be a little bit of I don't know how the best way to say it, but I'm shooting from the hip a lot with this, and it's going to be a good time. I am just hanging out, trying to get some things done. We went out today, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Troy, I definitely have the job. There's no doubt about that. And let's see, I'm trying to not that one. I am trying to get where I guess they're not going to show up in front, because I was just going to have all the comments show up, but I guess they're not doing that. What's up, Dustin? How you doing? And Jake and Mark. Canada is here. What you need? Oh, I'm on mute for a second.
No, I just moved my Jeep out of the way, so we're good.
Yep, cool. All right, I'm back. I do have the Quadratech content team here. I got Matt, the editor-in-chief for Torque. He is a phenomenal writer, and you should go right now. Not muted, by the way. Oh, I know why. All right, that's cool. So I want to get good audio, so I'm going to futz around for just a second, because I'm pulling it in there. Let's do this. And now, if I mute, it should mute. Give me a check there, Mike. All right, now it should be muted, or now it's not muted. So we'll see how that goes. I just changed the audio source to the good mic, not the microphone on the computer. So hopefully that sounds better. I can actually rip the audio from this a little bit easier, because I honestly couldn't figure out how to hit record on my little mini mix board. But like I was saying before, I've got Matty here, and you need to go check out his blog. The most recent blog post was out of this world. It was the April Fool's, like we do every year. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and hit record and hit the button and go, and then people can just pick up, because our schedule's a little bit tight this evening. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that button. Or not, because I don't think that works anymore. Because I'm not using my home computer. I'm on my work computer, so I guess that's why. Anyway, welcome to the Jeep Life podcast. We're that podcast that celebrates the Jeep life, and I don't know that we could do any more celebrating than we are right now at Easter Jeep Safari out here in Moab, Utah. And it is me tonight. I'm traveling by myself. How's that sound? Well, actually, I'm not traveling by myself. I am traveling with the content team from Quadratech, and we are having an absolute blast so far. I can't. It's wonderful how things have happened. The drive out was a bit long. I'm not going to lie to you about that. It was super long. We drove 44 hours straight, only stopping for fuel. So that was fun. And it took a while. We just alternated, every other fuel stop or whatever. Somehow I ended up with the least amount of driving time. I don't understand how, but you know what? I'm going to accept it and just deal with it, and say I'm sorry to the rest of the guys. But it has been a lot of fun so far. Lots of laughs, lots of just living our best life, if you will. But I'm out here, and you can see the LaSalle Mountains behind me if you're watching us live. If not, just imagine snow-covered mountains in the background. And if I could turn the camera around, I'm looking at the back of our condo, but straight to the side of that is the amazing Moab Rim, which is just a sheer cliff wall that lines half of Moab, and it is it's gorgeous. Today has been absolutely outstanding from a weather standpoint. You can see the blue skies behind me, not a cloud out there. It's been a little windy, so while we were out on the trail, it got quite a bit dusty out there, but those are the trials and tribulations. I think tomorrow we do have a full out weather advisory for wind, and then Tuesday it's supposed to snow again. So we'll see how that goes, because our trail ride is on Tuesday for Quadratech. We're going to go do Metal Masher, and it is what it is. So getting out here, did some EGS prep. One night at work, we stayed, I was at work for 14 hours getting Rob's Jeep ready to come out here, because we brought Rob and Matt's Jeeps out here. Rob has a Gladiator Stingray. It's absolutely fantastic. And then Matt has his Rubicon Diesel JL. And wow. Very, very cool. And so we're getting those ready to come out, putting those on the trailer, et cetera, to get all that ready. New bumpers, Quadratech Carnivore bumpers, rescue winch and stuff on the front. Just want to show a few more Quadratech products while we were out here. So Rob was gracious enough to let us do that and quadrify it up and look all good and stuff. Then I know most of you know that we got a new little Jeep for the family, and it's a lot of fun. It's a 2002 TJ, red, of course, #Team Red, and that's for the kid, and she's been super excited. She turned 16 in February, and we've just been looking for a vehicle for her, and this one came along, so it was the right vehicle at the right time. It was awesome. So we've started doing little projects together, and they've just been taking the old worn out stuff and mostly cosmetic, so worn out paint rubbing off or rusted, if you will, and then she's just been replacing. We did door handles. So she and I'll do the first door together, and then she did the second one all by herself. I'm letting her do all the tool work and everything. So it's pretty awesome to watch what she's done. We're going to get a full tune-up going on it when I get back. New LED headlights. She probably has those replaced already while I've been out here, because those old halogens are just absolutely dim. So I drove one night and couldn't see. I mean, it was like, why have lights on? And we got those taken care of. We got them. I'm using the 7-inch Quadratech halogen lights, and they're pretty awesome. I had them in mine until I got the Quadratec heated LEDs, and they're still just as bright. That those are actually made by JW Speaker for Quadratec. Our design, they just do it. Here's my buddy Eric. What's happening, Eric? Grab the mic if you want.
Is there a camera here?
There is a camera. There's a camera. So my buddy Eric just came out, director of content for Quadratec, and I have an extra mic set up, and we'll see if he wants to join in. So Eric, just to catch you up on where we are today, I just literally started the show and kind of got us through prep, and we're just talking about my kid's TJ right now.
Nice.
And kind of catching that up. But it's since you're here, let's talk a little bit about today.
Yeah.
And what we did. It was the first day that we had here to do stuff. We got in ass early yesterday, and then today is really our first day.
Yeah, and luckily our good friends over at Tread Lightly have a work project that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
With Fox Factory, but they needed a hand hauling some lumber.
Oh yeah, big 10-footers and 4-foot rails, right?
Yeah, buck and rail. So they're doing buck and rail fencing on what's the name of that trail we were
Klondike Bluff.
Klondike Bluff Trail. Yeah.
Yep.
So from the parking lot of the trailhead to where they actually had to get done, you needed 4-wheel drive and ground clearance for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So so we loaded up the JTE, Rob's Gladiator, some other Gladiators.
Yep.
And hit the road.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you the JTE, which is Quadratec's custom build from SEMA for last year, unofficial use only, Greg Henderson build. I was expecting it to do its job, right? Yeah. But I was actually impressed with the other Gladiators as well, and what they were able to handle, those 10-foot boards, hanging out the end.
Not just boards. I mean, the full buck and rail timber.
Yeah, the full. Yeah. Because those were heavy.
They were heavy.
That was a lot of weight.
36 in the JTE.
Wow. Yeah.
24 in the stock Gladiator.
Yeah.
Rubicon. So
the JTE has a stiffer suspension,
and it's got 10 and a half more inches.
Yep.
In the bed, so that actually made it balance the load a whole lot better than the stock one, because they had a lot of hangout. So.
Yeah. I was surprised how it handled some of the obstacles on the trail as well.
Yeah, we did 3 runs.
Oh, you went back and did another one.
We did another one. Yeah.
Wow, all right.
So we did 3 runs with it. So the JT probably took nearly 100 of those 10-foot buck and rail fence sections up there. And that was fun. And then Tom from Detroit 4Fest was there with his Gladiator.
Tom Zielinski.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was awesome. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was more than we had actually originally signed up for, I think, or it was led to believe. It was just maybe
not communicated well. But it was fine. It was good. I had a good day, besides being real hungry.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that, so...
Yeah, we would have taken sandwiches or something had we known it was a little bit longer, right?
But it was fun. I mean, it was good. It was a good day, and not too many people, so just enough to get it all done. Greg from Unofficial showed up.
Yep.
So yeah, it was good. It was a fun day.
It was good. Dude, so you were driving the JT the whole time.
No one else drives it.
No, until I drive it again. But it seemed to handle, even with all the weight on it, it handled pretty well.
It did. I was doing wheelies, for sure.
No, right? It was definitely what would you call it? Carolina
squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the front end was really, truly light.
Yeah.
While I was going. But it handled it just fine.
Well, it does have the 2.0 and the hybrid, plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit lighter than like the 3.6 or something.
Yeah, I mean it's a torquey monster.
It is. Yeah.
I put that in 4 low, and it didn't pull like it was, it didn't drive like it was pulling a heavy load.
Yeah.
It just drove right up everything, and we even did a little impromptu recovery.
Yeah, right.
So we got to do that. The BLM was there, and their full-size pickup F250. Got a little stuck in one spot, and we used the rear winch.
Yep.
So that was cool.
that was fun to put that to use, right?
Yeah.
Because the JTE does have a front winch, and Greg threw a surprise in there and threw it under the bed winch that comes out the back bumper.
Yeah, and that was honestly kind of a last minute add-on.
Yeah.
And it's been used a half dozen times already.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. As the JTE actually is a work truck.
Oh yeah.
Right, for Tread Lightly's projects and the 50 for 50 projects, but it's been used, and I think it's cool to have that ability. You don't have to turn the vehicle around to do a recovery. You can do it right from there.
I'll tell you what, I'm a big believer now in rear winches, because that was nice. We didn't have to turn anybody around.
Yeah,
just hooked it up and pulled it right out.
That's awesome. So we got in yesterday, and we have 4 vehicles out here, which is, we normally don't get that luxury.
Yeah.
Because the JTE was delivered to us out here from California.
Yeah.
And then we brought 2 personal vehicles out.
Yeah.
And then I've been riding around in the rental from Outlaw Jeep Adventure.
Yeah, and that's, a Rubicon on 37s.
Yeah, it's the 2.0.
Yeah.
It's peppy as it can be.
I like that motor.
After this, I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah.
It's really peppy.
Yeah.
So
just getting back on the highway, coming back from the trail, the JTE spit up a rock and got the Tread Lightly windshield.
No.
Yeah, little rock splinter in it. So yeah,
that's a bummer. Oh well.
Yeah.
Shouldn't follow so close.
Yeah, that's what I said. Don't tailgate, and this won't be a problem.
Right. Exactly.
Brand new Gladiator. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good day. It was a good day.
It was a good day. It was a lot of fun. I know that we have some things planned through the week.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to through the week?
I'm looking forward to the Mopar concept ride tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
We just saw them all.
Yeah, that's what Rob said. He called me and said.
He saw them too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know where he was, because they went to a separate place.
Right.
They went to go look at dinosaur bones and
oh, cool.
and footprints and stuff.
Yeah.
When it's just me and Tread Lightly and John went up to take the last load because it was only 10 each.
Oh, right on.
But yeah, we were driving back into town, crossing past Arches, or it was right when we crossed the Colorado.
Okay.
All of a sudden, there they are. Every concept was there.
I guess they're taking them out to stage them, huh?
They're staging them tonight. Yeah. So we don't talk about where that is, but
yeah,
super secret location. I'm excited for that part.
That'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that.
And our trail ride. So for Tuesday. So that'll be the weather doesn't look great, but
we've already talked a little bit about the weather impending doom for Tuesday.
Yeah, well, now it's the second year in a row on our trail ride day we get snow. So.
Yep.
We'll see. We're doing it anyway. We're going.
Yeah, we're going. Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Right. So a little bit later on, we're going to talk on the podcast about the concepts and everything, because we've been teasing them as we've gone along. So I have some photos, and I'll talk up some details. But I wanted to grab you while you're available. That thing sounds sweet when it's driven by twice. It's a red 392, and it's
the wrong color.
No, it's the right color. He's going to come back around, so I'm going to see if I can angle the camera for the good people. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
No, he's not coming by.
He's not coming by. Oh, all right, fine, be that way. So I don't want to tie you down if you've got other things to do.
I just want to smash some food into my face. That's really it.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Well, thank you, Terry.
Thanks, Eric. We'll talk to you soon. All right, Eric Ammerman, everybody. Director of Content for Quadratec. Yep. He's a good dude. He's been on a pod before. Actually, he and his brother have done a couple takeover shows to help us out when we went on vacation or whatever. So it was good to have him drop by, and I know that we kind of skipped around in my agenda. And we'll come back. I want to do the concepts in just a minute, but I want to hit up 2 pieces of mailbag that we've gotten, and one is from the YouTube, and it's Daddy Jeep Garage, our good friend from Daddy Jeep. Good call on Bantam for beginners, Terry. That was a question that we had a while back on our lineup. Somebody asked, Western PA, where's a good, Ohio, where's a good place to go to kind of learn? And then I talked about Bantam for the Bantam Jeep Fest. They always have guided rides and stuff, so it's a good place. But he continues, this is a perfect place for new Jeepers to learn in a safe environment. Southington Off-Road in eastern Ohio and Ben Franklin Range in western PA are other options. Perfect. Thank you for those options. We love that information, and we like sharing what we know. We have another email that I got, and this is from John Haley in Tennessee. Loving the pod so far. We just recently found out about the pod, so I've been listening to the past episodes, trying to get caught up. We're a Jeep family. The wife drives an 18 JKU, and I have a 95 YJ that I'm doing a very mild build from the frame up. And we trail ride both down here in West Tennessee. We would love a couple stickers for our tailgates. Thanks so much. Keep up the awesome pod. John, that's awesome. I have already shipped your stickers to you because I love getting stickers out there to people and making that happen. Now, I'm going to try to pull up John's YJ on the episode and see how I can do this. I think everything's falling behind. That stinks because I'm going to need to figure out how to do this for oh, I know why. I'm going to see if I can switch cameras real quick to and get rid of that. Nope, not that one. It's definitely not that one. So you guys are getting to hear or see me not know what I'm doing when I'm running the show. And let's see if I can get this figured out. No, it's not letting me do what I want it to. All right, well, we'll just leave it there, and I will try to figure out a way to show off the... Well, nope. I guess we won't talk about, or I won't show you the concepts. We'll just talk about them. But John, thanks for sending in that email. That's awesome. We love people sending in email, info@jeeplifepodcast.com. And if we get your email, we'll either throw it into like a mailbag question, and we'll make a topic out of it, or I will just read it on the air, like we did with John's. Again, I'm sorry about the wind. It is a little windy out here. I'm ripping through the canyon, but man, it's gorgeous. All right, we're going to roll back in, and let's talk a little bit about some of the concepts. And as you heard earlier, we're covering those concepts tomorrow. The concepts get released out here for a media day run, so we'll get to see some of that. The first one up is the 392 Scrambler. We showed all these kind of in sketch form. It is on 40s. AccuAir provided the air suspension for that. It does throw 470 horsepower. That thing will scream. It's kind of that lime green, yellow vehicle, no doors. It's yeah, I like it. It's awesome. It's quite a nice vehicle. Then there was the 78 Cherokee 4xE, and I love this. This is my favorite of the concepts, just from a nostalgia standpoint. It basically is a retro mod. The bottom half is all 4xE plug-in hybrid, and the top half is a 1978 Cherokee that's been dropped down. It's basically the Wagoneer of the day that was chopped down to a two-door. So it's a two-door version of the Wagoneer, and it is beautiful. The interior is a mix of that old-fashioned look to it and the newer JL look, all in yellow. Quite nice. Magneto 3.0 makes its way to us. It is an upgrade from even last year's Magneto 2.0. That thing just screams. It's an all-electric build. It is a 2-door running on 40s. It does have it's all electric. It does have a manual transmission in it, so that's pretty cool. It uses selective regenerative braking modes to as well as one pedal driving, and that is to improve the distance and capacity in the electronics even over last year's. And then the really interesting look this year's, they did a greater windshield rake. So when you look at it, it does have that more pushed back windshield look to it. It looks like it's going to go even faster, just over 2 seconds for 0 to 60. It is unbelievable. So I can't wait to see that one. That one screams. I saw Magneto 2.0 a lot out here last year in at SEMA, but I can't wait to see 3.0. Then there's the Grand Wagoneer Overland, which is a brand new Wagoneer, and it has been made to Overland. It does have the Hurricane Inline 6 in it, which is awesome. Has a winch built into the front bumper. It is ready to go overland. It's ready to hit all the trails and camp out in the trail, rooftop tent, etc. It's ready to go. There was the purplish pink Wrangler 4xe, and that just looks like to me, with the exception of being just a gorgeous color, new color, it looks like it was set up to do, show off some of the Jeep Performance parts. And I don't know that it's anything special other than I think it was on 37s. It's still a sweet vehicle. I think it has the AV wheels on it. It was beautiful. Then the other really exciting one is Sideburn. That's the Rubicon Gladiator that's been kind of beefed up a bit. It has the sport bar is kind of one of the more interesting. It's a custom built steel and carbon sport bar, so it has that real sporty look. Lots of storage of Molly panels and other items around the rear of it, so that's kind of cool. There just went my bag, got blown out with the wind, so oops. Yeah, I can't catch that. It's really, really cool. And the Wrangler 4xe Departure, which is a little more custom built 4xe. And let me pull the picture. I wish I could let you see it. But let me see if it brings up. Oh, yeah. Again, Jeep Performance parts everywhere. The bumper grill, or the grill kind of over protection area, this is on a couple of the vehicles, and it folds down and becomes a seat or a bench over the bumper, so you can have a place to sit down when you're tailgating. That's pretty cool. More cool wheels. It's on 37s and some lighting options, it looks like, with tube doors. It is a 4xe plug-in hybrid, so it's just showing off that ability. Now, we talked about it earlier today. I've driven a couple 4xes, and they're torquey, and they just have speed for days. So I'm a fan of the 4xe plug-in hybrid, and I think my next Jeep will probably be some form of 4xe hybrid. I think if I was going to all electric, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that kind of commitment, but a plug-in hybrid sure would be nice. So that's the new concepts. I'm going to try to do at least a live from there, or some kind of video that I can post on the page while we're doing the media day with the concepts tomorrow. If not, while we're downtown, I'll be able to pull that in. Events coming up. I'm out at Easter Jeep Safari currently. Next Saturday is Dirt Road Coalition's Easter Hot Springs Off-Road Park Takeover. April 22nd is the spring trail ride for the Jeep enthusiasts of Eastern Pennsylvania at AOAA. Then May 20th is Go Topless Day, and that's a nationwide event. So check, just Google search Go Topless Day. It's Barricade Off-Road has that. New Jersey Jeep Invasion Funplex Amusement Center in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. That is a kind of a celebration Jeep show and Philly opener. June 11th through 7th through the 11th is the Bantam Jeep Festival in Butler, Pennsylvania. That is a must-see at some point. Get there where the birthplace of Jeep is and check out that festival. July 14th through the 16th is New Jersey Jeep Invasion in Wildwood, New Jersey. Very, very cool place to hang out. Definitely out on the beach, see all the Jeeps, and go visit your favorite vendor. And we kind of got a chance to talk about the Tread Lightly project at Klondike Bluff today. That was pretty awesome. Our thanks to Tread Lightly for hosting us with that. Matt, Evan, and Scott were out there with the BLM. Representative Andy was out there, so we set up and prepped for their event tomorrow. It's a big trail cleanup. They're protecting dinosaur tracks that are in the area, which are pretty awesome. There were smaller sets, and then we found some really nice big ones, and maybe I'll in the photo dump that I do for today on Facebook, I'll try to get that out there. But really, that's all I have today. I know it's not a long show, but it's going to be a great one, and I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. It was fun to see all the people join in and watch, and I'm gonna put this out probably next day or so, get it edited and put up. But until that time, keep checking the Facebooks and Instagrams for the Jeep Life Pod, and my personal one as well, because I know I'll be doing photos and stuff on there. And get over and check out all the Quadratech stuff, because that's really where all the content that I'm going to get from this week will live. So I encourage you to do that. Hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me. Again, my name is Jeep and Terry, and we've got Breaking Billy back in Pennsylvania. I left him at home. But it will... I'll do another episode while I'm out here. I've enjoyed this, just being out on the back patio with the LaSalle's behind me and seeing all the regulars jumping on here and keeping me company. All right, until then, I'm going to give you a big Jeep wave, everybody. Have a good day.